Hello YouTube. Oh, hello YouTube. Welcome to yet another live stream. Although this isn't really planned, it's an opportunistic live stream because to the shops, and while I'm there, it's a good opportunity to get flowers for my wife. We're ready for the 8th, so I can get flowers today and hide them in the van where she doesn't go, and then tomorrow, when she thinks I haven't gotten flowers, I can pop them out. And
Is it the 8th tomorrow?
It's vital.
No, it's Sunday. Is the 8th? Sunday is the 8th.
Yeah, what day? It's 6th today, though.
6th today.
So, let this van go past. Car go past the Volody, going past our neighbour. Yeah, pretty good. No, sorry, please come. Live stream. So, that's Volody. Oh, nice number on the number plate. 98. See that? Dog just went scooting past. So, yeah, which way are you going? That's Magnet that way. It's straight down. Do you go around that way to go to Magnet? But anyway, so back to the story. So the 8th of March is a vital day in Russia. It's International Women's Day, I think it is, isn't it?
Yes.
And here in Russia, it's a big tradition to give flowers to women. Doesn't even have to be your own woman, it even can be kids.
Colleagues.
Yeah, anything like that. But if you don't give flowers on 8th to at least one woman, then, especially a wife, then death shall be forthcoming rapidly. And as soon as I don't plan to die anytime soon,
No?
I decided to buy the flowers instead. So this is a good opportunity to nip out, buy flowers and hide them. And, avoid death. So that's how it is. Anybody who's new to this stream, who's watching on the live stream replay, you know it's coming from Leningrad Oblast, just outside St. Petersburg, Russia, and we're on the way to the shop. The shop's called Magnet, and normally I would live stream inside the shop, but because I haven't got my cards with me, I have to switch the phone off and switch on my payment thing with like Apple Pay kind of thing. It's a local one called Tinkoff Pay, and when I put that on, it cuts the live stream, so I have to cut the live stream in this instance and then put it back on after. And actually, if there is no flowers here tonight, guess where I'll be going tomorrow?
Some way to find them.
Somewhere to find. I know exactly where to find them.
Oh, Craftsman and Shallow have hundreds of flower shops.
I'm not going to Krasnodar. There's somewhere a bit closer than that. But anyway, it's either tonight or tomorrow. Either way, to avoid death, I have to get flowers. You don't have to get many flowers, but you have to get flowers.
It's going to be a token gesture.
Yeah, you can even
Be accepted.
pick wildflowers that would do the same thing, but flowers are a must, or else.
Usually if you're friends with someone, if you don't see them, at least send them a greeting.
Yeah,
They usually like that.
yeah, flowers are a must. So that's where I'm off to buy flowers. I haven't brought the dog with me, Wolfie, because there is dogs down here. We've just seen one go past actually.
Run around like Wolfie if you want.
Yeah, and I don't want to be pulled around all over the place. It just doesn't appeal to me tonight. And then, whatever. Anybody's watching the van saga? I was at it today, and I took off. If you're watching, I took off the. It's actually the sensor that controls the fuel into the fuel bar, so it feeds the injectors basically, and that is absolutely fine. I've tested it. DeepSeek has been a marvel for me. Hunted through forums, Russian forums, and found the answers I was looking for without having to spend hours searching for it. Oh, this is a bit dodgy, isn't it? I'm going to get wet foot. Nope. Without having to spend hours hunting for it myself, so AI really helped there. So basically, it's found the schematic diagram and the normal voltage that's supplied to it, so it tested out okay, which I'm glad, because it's an expense. It's about $40 to replace. Doesn't sound a lot, but you're on a pension, it can be quite expensive. So, and time consuming to wait for it, the world to arrive, and wait for it to arrive to find that it's not the problem. Would be a real downer, wouldn't it?
Even trying to diagnose it,
Yeah.
you don't want to be waiting weeks for one by one diagnosis.
Yeah, so that was solved today thanks to DeepSeek AI, very good. And within a multimeter, of course. And so tomorrow, it's put that back on, along with repairing the. I'm going to do this live tomorrow, hopefully, if it's sunny. It's supposed to be sunny. So, putting on the glow plug leads back again. Some of them are a bit bad. And so those have to be fixed up, repaired, and then soldered back into place and sealed up, and they can go back on very nicely. And that'll be the end of that problem, and that sensor can go back into place. But first, we have to check for voltage coming from the sensor wires, coming off it goes directly to the, I think it's pin 6 of the ECU unit. So hopefully I'll be able to test for 5 volts at the end of the wire. If there's none there, then we go to the ECU. If that doesn't put out 5 volts, then we can go and narrow it down to the ECU. If the ECU is burned, the control unit, that means I have to remove the ECU and pull out the actual circuit board of the ECU, which is not good, and get it going. How much do you think a chocolate egg should cost? A chocolate egg? Now, depends for an Easter egg, so you're talking about. I think they're about.
I think Peanut Surprise are over 100 rubles.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean for in England. Which country are we talking about? We're talking about Canada, I think, Danny One. I think you're in Canada, aren't you? Am I wrong? But I don't know. I wouldn't think more than a few dollars anyway. Probably $2-3, something like that should cost, I would think. In England now they got quite expensive before I left, and they're just a bloody racket. They were selling them like months before Easter, you know. And so the parents buy them, hide them away. Then England, probably about England. I'm probably talking about for an ordinary size egg with nothing inside it. I would think you're talking about weird prices I've been reading. I reckon about 12 quid. How's that? For an ordinary kid's Easter egg, 12 quid, I reckon. Probably something ridiculous like that now. That's a guess. But I really haven't been there for a good while, and I don't know, honestly. But I would think 12 quid. How far am I off at that? Yeah, so anyway, we've got the van. Got to get the van, get the glow plug cables back on, because we know they're not broken. Oh, well, I don't think they're broken. Get those back on in place. Then I can check the sensor wires that are coming to the sensor and make sure there's 5 volts there. If I've got 5 volts there, then we've got a problem. It goes back a bit further. And after that's checked, depending on the outcome, depends on whether we put on the, probably a good guess. Yeah, at some ridiculous price. I mean, I think they had like little eggs for, like, you know, with a couple of chocolate buttons inside them or something, and they were costing fortunes. But I know they were expensive when I last left, and on sale for months and months before. And I think the idea of selling them months and months before is that the parents hide them away, then get sort of munchies one night, steal the eggs, eat them themselves, and then go and buy more. That's what my sister always said. She'd bought all the kids like 6 eggs and eaten the lot over time, and then gone and bought a lot more.
That was a nice economical way of doing it.
Hidden away and then eaten, sneaked and eaten yourself at night time, and then got the munchies. So I am actually going to buy munchies for my wife now, because if I don't, she'll complain. What is it with women? She says, my wife says that I'm trying to lose weight, don't buy me sweeties and goodies. So I don't buy her sweeties and goodies, and guess what? Why haven't you bought me sweeties and goodies? You're like, you just told me you don't want to. Yeah, but I'm dieting later, not now. Which is exactly what she said yesterday, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, doesn't count now. Oh, can't live with him, can't live without him. Honestly, there's no sensibleness in a woman, is there? So anyway, so the van, we're going to get I'm going to get the air cleaner back on, hopefully tomorrow, if the sensor is good. There's also another sensor as well, inside the cover of where the housing for the cam belt is, probably a cam belt sensor there. So I should be able to get 5 volts. Basically every sensor takes 5 volts, so I can go around checking the voltage for them all. And if I can get the voltage going, that's life. That's life. Bloody women, tell you. And hopefully we can get the 5 volts everywhere then. That means all the sensors are working. If not, then it's into the ECU unit, and that is not something I'm looking forward to. It's not the fact that I can't repair a circuit board, I can. It's the fact that it's a bitch to get it out. It's within a metal case. It's not like Western cars where it's kind of a nice little bolt-on thing that you can't open. These are Russian and you can open them. And it's basically a circuit board, and not much to it really. I suspect really, but it's a 2002-year-old Cat van, so we're talking about an era when caps were bad. If in doubt, buy chocolate. That is the key, in it, you know. If in doubt, buy chocolate, absolutely.
Or ice cream with chocolate.
Yeah, ice cream as well, ice cream. Ice cream is absolutely vital. Here's an ice cream called Eskimo, and it's probably the cheapest but nicest ice cream here. And it's from Soviet era. And I don't know what they cost even, Eskimo. Not much, are they? What's that, a big hole there?
115 or something like that.
Is there really as much as that?
They used to be, I remember back in the day, it used to be about 65 rubles.
Yeah.
A few years back.
But, so...
Price was increased, so...
No.
I expect it.
Torch not enough now. I torch not put it over here. So, yeah, that was the ice cream. Ice cream, chocolate, woman happy. What more do you need? It's, you know, I can hear it when I'm downstairs and she's upstairs, and I'm up before her because I get up to light the fire usually, make tea, bring it up, keep her happy. But if I hear movement upstairs, oh, I know she's coming. I know there's going to be trouble.
Get food ready. Usually
involves saying something like, you've been sitting around all morning doing nothing. Hold on a minute. You've just got out of bed. You've been doing nothing. But that don't count. Only counts if I've been doing nothing. As you would expect. But, so yeah, so that's the story with the van. Tomorrow I'll be live streaming it. Fix, hopefully. I'm fed up with walking, to be honest. And the roads are dry now, so there's no reason why I couldn't drive. And whatever, the van is insured, licenses are all in place. So, it's a bitch walking everywhere. If you watch the channel, you notice some thumbnails have been changing over the course of a few days. That's me tidying up the channel and bringing things into line. Thumbnails weren't aligned with the proper videos and whatever. They were in the wrong playlists, and there's still a lot of work to do there. Whether I do it before I got to Novgorod, if we got to Novgorod. The state of the van is not looking good. But hopefully tidying up the channel over the next few days. It's a bit icy, a bit colder tonight. Feels a little bit slippery. But,
there is a bit of slippage on the foot,
yeah.
but it's not bad.
yeah, so anyway, get the van fixed. Sorry, what I'm talking about. So getting the thumbnails changed up anyway. Some descriptions are going to be put in. Not too worried about them because they're live streams anyway, and basically you get the gist of it. But just getting the channel tidied up and looking a bit more presentable. So those people who want to, yeah, water's rising here. There's a bit of ice there. I see a bit of cold. I think it's a bit colder tonight. So getting the channel tied up so those who want to watch the live streams get to see the live stream playbacks. Those who want to find the building content, get the building content. And those who want to see the wife's more emotional style of video, you'll be able to find them as well in the right place rather than hunting through. I realise there's a lot of content on the channel. I think at the moment we're up to, including shorts, I think there's 1,400 individual videos on the channel, so a lot of stuff. Uploading 4 shorts per day, if you notice, sometimes a bit more, sometimes a bit less. And so by next year we're probably looking at 3,000 videos on the channel. Probably could be more than that. Could be more with all the shorts I put out. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. A lot of content. So good evening, Katarina. How you doing, Katarina? How you doing? How you having a wonderful day? We're having a great day here. Well, not so good. Been working on the van, if you will, around earlier, and still not running. But tomorrow I'll be live streaming the attempted van. Do you know what I might even call these live streams? Van attempt 1, van attempt 2. Van attempt
101 now, aren't you?
101. Until I've stripped the engine down completely to nuts and bolts, probably won't find the problem. And then when I've stripped it all down, put it all back together, I'll find probably some crappy little cable that is broken off somewhere.
Broken off, or it just disconnected itself?
Yeah, just whatever. I mean, to be honest, ideally, if all the cables work and all the things working tomorrow, hopefully, if it's the controller at the ECU, then if I can get that out and get at it and have a look at the circuit. There is no printed circuit board, schematic diagrams online anywhere. I've already checked that. So it would be a case of reverse engineering it, which could be interesting. Probably won't make a very interesting live stream. It's kind of for electronic nerds, but anyway. So that's the plan. Get the van running tomorrow, hopefully, or at least some progress. So at least I know for a fact I can get the heat coil cables back on, and I can get the Dacic back in, the sensor back in place, and then I can test the wires, see if we're getting voltage to it that's supposed to be there. And if all that's okay, then I can start to look at other things and see if I can work out what's going on there. There's another one at the sensor at the back. It's a case of eliminating the problems one by one on the van. And because we want to get the van done, because I'm getting ready to go back to our house in the forest in Novgorod, which is vital. Got a lot of work to do this year. Hopefully, it's quite nice up here tonight. If you look over here, quite lovely to see snow and cars. Quite peaceful for a Saturday night. It's actually quite peaceful here, isn't it? Not very noisy at all.
Like in the village where I used to be, like you'd hear a bit of in the background.
But here very little here.
Here's nothing.
Yeah, just very quiet here. But as in fact, it should get quieter actually. If the how's this for strange? It'll get quieter, but it'll get noisier. Does that make any sense?
You do my head in.
You do my head in. It'll get quieter, as in there won't be as many people about, not as many cars passing through. it'll be quiet as an activity, but in actual noise levels probably will go up with the building of the new motorway bypass ring road that's going to go. So that'll probably,
Oh yeah, with that in the background. Maybe.
yeah. So it'll be quieter as in activity, but it'll actually be noisier as in
Ambient
sound.
noises and sounds.
So yeah, what is that little girl doing over there? What is she doing out at night time on her own?
Oh, she's with someone.
Oh, thank
There.
God. Thank goodness for that. Thought it was a little girl out on her own. Like, blimey. There was a little girl found in Novgorod, you know, and turns out her mother had been severely ill, and it turns out her mother had been severely ill and was taken into hospital, and the little girl was taken into care while the mother was in hospital, and she walked out the care room, apparently unattended, you know, and somebody found her on the street in minus temperatures in a dress, and you know, not dressed properly, and called the police straight away, and then they traced her, found her where she, the place where she'd come from, the residential care, and the residential care proprietor is about to get a rocket up the ass for dereliction of duty. So yeah, it happens occasionally. Yeah, well, you know, child at that age getting out onto the street in very severe cold, in inappropriate clothing, even if she'd have been dressed properly, it still wouldn't have been good because the temperatures at that time were very cold. They were minus 20s. So yeah, happens occasionally. Even in Russia, there are scandals. It's not. I always say I don't show only the perfect side of Russia. I show all of it, you know, its warts and all. And that's just one story that's happened. But I would say the authorities will be on that like flies around a turd, won't they? And the person, the proprietor, the owner, not the owner, the manager will be, oh, what's that hole there? Oh, that's yeah, that's dangerous. Something. This is a direct result of the digging up of this road. This is exactly what I fell into, something like that. It's exactly what happened. And my advice is, do not walk on the lids of drainage things for the time being, or places like that where it could be a hole in there but it's full of water. Well, you know, be very careful.
You don't know anything about.
Yeah. This is exactly what happened down to me down here when I was on live stream, and I fell straight into a hole up to my knicker line almost, and got soaking wet legs. Lucky I didn't. Lucky it wasn't that deep. I think I was touching the bottom, but I'm not sure. But my boots got filled with water, which was horrible, and it was very cold weather. And,
Been there, done that.
Had to,
that was like.
you'd have to walk 3 kilometres back though with a dog.
I went down and caught a taxi.
I had a dog with me. I couldn't have choice. I had Jackie with me. So
Oh, that's right.
yeah, I was alone. So
Not exactly for him in a taxi.
So that was it. Anyway, we're almost at the shop, so for those who join me, thank you. Have a good evening, wherever you're going out on a Saturday night or Friday night. Have a great time. Bars, pubs, clubs, and what have you, cabarets, who knows what. And for those who are staying home, cosy night in front of the TV, popcorn, maybe a glass of wine or something like that. I'm gonna get some sweeties for my wife to keep her happy. Maybe some ice cream, which you're gonna carry back because I haven't brought a bag. Ha. And then
I was going to get them anyway.
I've got my mule here.
I had my plans of how to bribe when I got back.
How to bribe though, my missus. God, she's easy bribed, isn't she? Really? No, she's very.
It's like last night, gave her an ice cream.
She's very apple over the
The
moon.
last one left, and she said, "Oh, cut it in 3."
Yeah, you know.
I thought it was a trap at first.
Yeah. So.
This is the spot that happened the other night.
Yeah. So this is the piping that they're doing down here. This is the great infrastructure that they're putting in down here in this region. But all the houses are, all, if you look at all these houses here, were basically datches, and they've turned into living accommodation, and over time, many years in fact. And what's happened is none of them had gas, or some did have gas actually, but none of them had centralised water, so mains water. None of them had main sewerage, and that's now been rectified. They're all getting gas, sewerage and mains water straight into the houses, which is costing a fortune for each individual, but anyway, they're getting it whether they want it or not. And quite an expensive fee to get it all hooked up, and you've got no choice, you're going to have it or not. It's something like 300,000 rubles, which is about £3,000, $3,000 US, which is...
What if you outright bluntly refuse to have water connected?
Fine you.
Is that cheaper than having it installed?
No.
No?
They fine you every year.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's a case of forced, what do you call it? Forced modernisation. I mean, there's a lot of areas in Russia, especially rural areas, where you know, this stuff's not been put in and people have been begging for it years. And so to make it affordable, everybody has to have it. You know, here's the river at night. I'll show you the river. The river is, can't actually see it's still underwater, but that's the river up there. And this is where the new septics are all gathered down here somewhere. Somebody put a foundation down there years ago, before I was here, and it's never been built on. So for whatever reason, maybe they put a foundation there thinking they were going to build so and never got permission, I would say. And here is another.
Must be right next to the small river there.
Yeah, there's another one here. This plot here, look, they are going to build here, and they've got actually concrete things, slabs on, thinking that that's going to save the land from moving about, but I doubt it will. That's going to be a very, it's not the kind of, there's quite a big plot there, but it's not the plot that I would build on. Hello Carly. Carly Jane number 3. You're welcome. It doesn't matter if you can't stay. We're only walking to the shop. There's nothing spectacular we're doing tonight, just having a chat as I'm walking along as usual. And if you don't know Carly, you should be getting flowers tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Sunday, International Women's Day, for all the men in the world. You should be buying the love of your life flowers for International Women's Day, or at least a flower. And any other women, people here in Russia, if they go to work, or if they're working with a lot of women, they'll take them a little flower each for International Women's Day. And even on the newspaper, you know, even the traffic police stop and give out flowers in the city.
I've heard that, yes.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. So
I think I've seen photos of it.
yeah, I think it's a publicity stuff itself, but
It's like one flower
yeah.
per woman or something like that. It's a nice gesture.
It is a nice gesture, and it's just nice that women here are treated like women, rather than, I don't know what the West's perception of a woman is these days. It's kind of strange, isn't it? How they, I buy my own. Oh,
what is a woman in the West these days?
What is a woman in the West? I don't know. It's a
question that needs to be answered.
It's a question that needs to be answered, but we don't know. Women here, there's only 2 genders here in Russia: male, female. There's no in-betweens.
There's no cats,
or add-ons. There's no add-ons.
No cats or dogs.
No, there's no people who identify as cats. Maybe there is, but they're certainly not in public. There's no people who identify as strange things. What's this furries thing that was going on in the UK? That's weird. I've not seen any of that here. There was a thing about it, wasn't there? People go around on 4-legged. Some kids here were copying the Westerners, wanting to act as furries, weren't they?
There was more cosplay here.
Yeah, but it was very much stamped down on and stamped out very quickly, so as it should be. People acting as the video. I mean, I've seen this live stream after live stream about the one I saw in Manchester in England, a video on YouTube, and this guy's going around. Look, he's obviously looking for the bad parts, trying to clickbait everybody. But anyway, he found this furry meeting where they all get dressed up on the streets as furry animals, and some of them are fantasy animals, obviously, not real. Not really think. I don't think people actually really think they're actually animals, furry animals. I think it's more of a, I don't know if it's a joke or it's just, I don't know. I can't explain it.
Really.
I don't know, but anyway, so anyway,
what happens when they're ill? Can you put them down?
I don't know.
Well, they're ill to start with, so maybe put them down.
How do they go to the toilet?
Yeah, they have a... Cats that have the pee litter.
Do they have to cock their leg on a lamppost? You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Or like a cat spray all over doors and walls.
I mean, yeah, cats do, don't they? They're rotten little things. But, who knows? Crazy, this world. It absolutely is crazy. You're absolutely right. Kind of
dog ones chase
nonsense.
Cars.
People, I mean, the way I look at it, I mean, maybe it's cynical, maybe it's the wrong point of view these days. I don't really give a monkeys. But I think if people are going to do this transgender thing, and they basically, at least on the male side anyway, voluntarily sterilising themselves, and if they're going to voluntarily sterilise themselves, it's one less chance of reproduction of another freaks. So I'd be quite happy to say, yeah, okay, you sterilise yourself. And yeah, what a crazy world, though, crazy thing. But anyway, we're at the shops, and I do need my shop to I need my phone to pay for goods, because I've got a app on here that can pay for things like, you know, like Apple Pay type thing, Google Pay, whatever. Well, this one's called Tinkoff Pay, and because I didn't bring my card with me, and I've got to get her indoors. She who must be obeyed must be propositioned with chocolate or something, otherwise she'll kill me to death. So I'm going to cut this live stream off here, and I'll bid you all farewell, and maybe I'll bring it in on the way back. Who knows? Okay, have a great time.